information on
Could I use that picture? All it is.
I already stole it.
Oh, you already stole it?
I stole the picture and the information.
Okay.
Because I have a whole photo library of pictures, and I have so many that I can't possibly remember them all. So I go in and text and put the name on the picture, and then when I request the banner, I take that off. Of course, you obviously don't want that across the face, but I did steal that from your dad's.
Yeah. I'm pretty proud of him.
But I think, I don't know, the minute first time I ever saw one, I'm like, someone's got to have that. That's just all there is to it.
Yeah,
And,
great idea.
and as it has, I mean, it's amazing the way it's taken off. And 100% of what's been done right now are funded by the families, either husbands, wives, daughters, grandchildren, whoever. They have no problem. And when I talk to Cambridge City, I talked to several cities, and they're like, well, we weren't sure when we first came up with this, how it would go, and if they would balk at the price, and how much it would cost. And they said it was absolutely not a concern whatsoever. And that's what I'm seeing. It's very, very limited cases where, you know, maybe a couple, 3 people in. And I understand that. I mean, these are rough times, obviously. The cost of living is crazy, and you're on fixed income, and, you know, $110 doesn't sound, may not be a lot to me and you, but to these people, it can be 1/5 or more of their monthly Social Security check. So the more we can cover through donations, obviously, the better.
Okay.
We thank you.
Yeah, well, yeah. Thank you for, working on this, and thank you for coming in and speaking about this.
And we thank you guys both for your service.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
And yeah, we'll take this information and share it on our Facebook page too, so that more people are aware.
Yep, that'd be great. More information out there, the better.
All right, thank you.
If you don't want to stay, you can leave. Or if you want to stay, you can stay.
I'll try for a while, but I don't. Well, I can't sit for very long with this kind of chair. Sorry. Yesterday with the presentation at Wapahani High School, followed up by Selma Elementary. By the time I got home, I was done.
And they did a great job at both locations.
They did a real fantastic
As
job.
always, proud of them. Great kids here, great students.
Yep, they do. And if you don't mind, I think I will go.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I appreciate your help in this, and thanks for listening.
Thank you for coming up.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, thank you.
And while you guys are both here, I want to thank you guys for hosting the Christmas and Selma fundraising tenderloin dinner
Yeah,
for the
no
Legion.
problem.
Very impressive. Raised a lot of funds for Christmas and Selma, so thank you so much.
That's what we're here for, to help the community. You know that.
Anything we can do.
And Brent was just bragging about the tenderloins.
Good.
They were definitely
Walk
good.
in the door while I'm ordering.
$6 special every Wednesday, by the way.
They may be sold out, I don't know.
I cooked 14 of them today.
Okay, all right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So go ahead and open up to the public. If you have any business come for the board, please come up here and step up to the podium and state your name and address.
We were here last night
Yes.
to talk about the street easement and alley easement. I was just touching base with that.
Can you give me your address one more time, just for the
10203 East Muncie.
I have for the board some information on the process.
On page 2, she couldn't be here tonight, so page
Okay.
2.
So typically what happens, do you want me to?
Yeah.
Okay. So and this will be from the commissioner's perspective on how we handle it, just because we get most of them from the commissioner side. The person requesting the vacation either can retain their own counsel and pay for their own attorney. The way the commissioners do it, we require, if they want the commissioners to handle it, then they are responsible for, I think we charge $750 per vacation. So that's kind of the first step in who's going to handle the process. If we are going to do it, we request all the information so that it can be put into a petition for the vacation of the alley or bridge or whatever, generally speaking, multiple things can be vacated. So we would get all of that information, make sure that it can be done. We have to, notices have to go to the public that are around that area. The information on who needs to be notified would have to be their responsibility to provide us that, and then we can send out the notices. Let's see, we'd have to get a legal description of the alley and make sure that we had all of the information necessary there. We would hold a public hearing, same as we did earlier, give the opportunity for those that were notified to come in and say whether they have any opposition to it or if they're in favor of it, or if nobody has any comment to it. And then once that's done, the board would vote on that, and then I would prepare an ordinance vacating that particular alley for you guys to approve,
Okay,
if that was what you decided to do.
okay.
I
So-
can tell you, I wasn't on the board then, but when we did Joe Barrett's,
Yeah,
it was closer about $3,000. I don't know where $750, how they're doing it for that. But by the time we got done doing Joe Barrett's, it was almost $3,000. And a lot of it was because of the surveyor's office down there.
That's just attorney fee, that's not
Okay.
any fee that has to be paid to.
That went
yeah.
right over my head.
Yeah,
really.
sorry, I should have clarified. So that's just, if they wanna retain their own counsel to work on documents and stuff, they can. If we have to draft documents, that's our fee. That, basically, they're reimbursing you for our work, working on it. But that doesn't include like any,
Yeah, because there were surveyor fees and
Ashton or-
everything in this thing, because I was livid because the taxpayers were paying for this. When he done his. Nothing against nobody, baby. I already talked to Paige a little
I
bit.
haven't spoke with him about
Yeah.
how much everything was for him,
Because
but my understanding was that he didn't pay.
he did not. It was a different board though. But I was sitting out there instead of sitting up here then. And, I was livid. And she wasn't our lawyer either. Because some of the, in my opinion, there was, some mistakes made along through that.
okay.
But I have no issue in what they're trying to do. I went down there, I finally got it to come up on Beacon and figured out where they were at. It's like running through their backyard to Joe's barn, really. I mean, it's an extension right here. I don't see where it would hurt the town or it benefits the town in any way. To me, it'd make their properties more valuable if that wasn't there.
Yeah.
I don't know if we have $3,000 to do that, if that's what
I
it
understand.
costs, so we-
And
we may
believe
not
me,
be
I
able to
understand,
do
and that's
that,
what I
but-
told Paige, and Paige said it wasn't that important to her also.
But
But,
we'll see, I mean, what it costs, I don't know.
What would be the chances of somebody else coming through that property, or my property, with that alley?
It's not even an alley, is it?
We have an alley easement and a street easement, both that run in our property.
Okay.
I would say there's a chance,
I mean, we've been there.
we can't keep people from barking on the ball diamond. So there's no reason we can't, I mean, to me, we got two alleys here in Selma now that are being blocked by homeowners or people that shouldn't be blocking them. So, in your question, nothing we can do to stop it.
Okay.
I guess his question was, do you ever foresee somebody coming?
I don't see us
with a
doing
street?
anything, but, this board's gonna change again in another 2 years.
Yeah. I don't know enough information to make a determination one way or the other. I think we need to discuss this a little more, and then, we can try to reach out to you. We'll have, work sessions, or some other, forums where we can discuss this further.
Okay, so straight off fee, like, would be $750 to have you guys,
If we were going to prepare the petition, send out the notices, which you'd need, part of when you would go to Ashton and get the paperwork done, that would then tell you all of the homeowners that would need to be notified. that part of the work.
And you could do that yourself. You can, it just takes a lot of legwork and patience
Okay, but that would be me, where would like I start?
with Ashton,
Ashton, okay.
right?
Yeah, and I
And that's
I sincerely do not mean this to come off rude, but I also won't give legal advice
She is a
to
lawyer.
an individual, it does, if that makes sense, so,
right, I just don't know where starting points are. I have
Yeah.
no idea what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah, and she's a, and that's what she gets paid to do, no
yeah, if you,
information.
Ashton is, and there are other places, but Ashton's probably one of the more common
What is
in this,
Ashton? Is it a?
land surveyor.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right.
Fortune
I didn't even
surveyor,
know that.
yes,
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry,
Yeah.
so
It's a
they're,
surveyor's office.
they're one of the more common, commonly used places around here, I would say. They're not the only, so I'm not saying that's the only place you can go, but it may be a good starting point. Yep.
They already know where the markers are in the roads. They're very familiar with some. Do some research and see how much you guys want to get involved.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we'll try to understand the process a little better ourselves too, so,
Thanks for your time.
thank you.
Thanks.
Anyone else with business come before the board? Thank you. So old business, we have an additional appropriation ordinance, that, Danielle drafted.
And we did modify, so we didn't technically consider an ordinance. That is how it was originally presented when Jennifer did it, but the statute doesn't require it to actually be an ordinance. So it has the same language that was in there, but it's just an adoption of an additional appropriation
Okay.
document that you'll be approving. So when you make the motion, I just wanted to clarify, it won't have an actual ordinance number.
Okay.
But it's all good,
Yeah.
what we're doing here.
Information is all the same, the statute didn't technically say it's an ordinance, so I just kinda clarified to make it consistent with the statute.
So we held a public hearing on November 3rd, for the additional appropriation. No one from the public had any comments. So, before we proceed, do we have any concerns with the additional appropriation? If not, does someone want to make a motion to approve the additional appropriation, for a total of $80,000?
So moved.
Motion by Dell,
Second.
second by Cindy. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried.
Give me 1 second.
You good? Okay. So next thing I have on the agenda is just to briefly touch on stormwater. I know we've, been talking about cammering that pipe on the south side of the railroad tracks. Didn't know at some point, if we wanted to do that, cause I know we were waiting on the beans to be picked, to be able to get in there and, actually see if there's any damage to the pipe that's running under that field. So what are our thoughts? Do we want to proceed with that now, hold off till, January, February, once we're into 2026? How do we want to proceed with this? I just know we probably need to get it done before, they plant for next year.
Bruce, wasn't you the contact, wasn't you leading on this, getting this camera done? You got any comments, sir?
I don't know if it's, I'll recall and talk to him about if they will go ahead and, come back here.
Muncie Sanitation?
Sanitation
Thank you.
still do it.
Okay. Okay, thank you. So you reach out to Tom?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
I was gonna ask him one other question, but that requires spending money. So I don't know if I wanna do that. We should, after we get done, all these leaves, we should see if they get street sweeper. You know, around all these, where all the storm drains and curbs.
Did you reach out to county yet? That was a fair question. They were somewhere today, sir.
Were they? Yeah, I guess I can call.
Thank you.
Troy's in Gatlinburg and Tommy's in the hospital. So,
What's Tom in the hospital for?
his dad's got pneumonia.
Oh, it's dad.
So it'll probably be Doherty or Shane or,
Okay, so you'll reach out to both Tom and the county then? Thank you. Okay, Commonwealth sent this to me. They're wanting to, help us put together, or analyze and put together a plan to help us address, the additional current concerns we have with drainage. But that, isn't free. So I wanted to pass this around. This is a do not exceed agreement with Commonwealth, similar to what we did with that, with the plan for the industrial park. So not saying that it will be $5,000, there's a chance that it could be up to $5,000. But this would allow them to start putting together plans to help us add additional capacity to the drainage on the east end of town. And, see what we can do, see what the most cost-effective options we have to address those issues.
can, do you want a decision tonight?
We don't need a decision tonight.
Could I approach the Liberty Township Regional Waste District and see if they wanna kinda look at this, cause this would help them also, with the stormwater, the infiltration deal that they have going on down there on that end, and see if they would be interested in something like this.
Yeah, anything we can do to save us some money, that'd be.
Well, but I think it'd be in both our interest
Oh, absolutely.
to look into this, so.
Do we need a motion on that?
To table it,
Oh, motion to table it? Okay,
if that's what that's what I'm hearing him say.
okay.
Thank you.
Motion to table from Brent? Yes. All right. Do you have a second? Second by Brent, or Bruce, no? Dale.
Dale?
Nice to meet you, Jensen.
All those in favor?
All
Any opposed? Motion carried.
I'll bring that up to them at their next meeting.
All right, thank you. Okay, I have Christmas in Selma on here, which is from December 6th from 4 to 8 p.m. in the evening.
It is December 6th from 4 to 8. Things are rolling along fine. I think we have things ironed out for the most part. Just for sake of people might not have heard, carriage ride, reindeer, Santa's workshop, ornament making, cookie decorating, coloring book, vendors, food trucks. School is providing a bus for transportation to provide additional parking at Compass Church to cross the highway because we ran out of parking last year. So the school is providing that for us. Our church is also providing the van to provide transportation, be 2 hay rides, fire departments being a part of this, Travis and Cody's being a big part of this. So hats off to everybody, and Cindy is a big part of this year and last year. So a lot of people to get this pulled together, but it's looking to be a good one. Talked with Byerly Tent Rental just a little bit ago. We're still looking at possibly putting a big tent up to help. Depends what the temperature is because tents crack when they're unfolded. So we'll see how we progress on that. So, but right now I think we're able to pay for everything. So.
Awesome. Thank you. Next thing on here is the town truck. So I had spoken with Sam Pierce. It sounds like they may be willing to work with us on this truck to get us the truck sooner than later. So now that we have the additional appropriation approved, I'll reach out to them to see what they're willing to do to help us. But in addition to that, we're going to need to add some, wiring and a bracket to this.
Wiring, frame mount,
Travis, got 3 quotes, on this, so multiple quotes here, so I'll pass the K&K around. So, the first quote is from Mid-State Truck Equipment. This does include a control, which Travis believes we do not need. So that takes $381 off of this proposal. But their total proposal was $2,792.30.
Give me those numbers one more time,
2792.30. And then the second proposal is from K&K Service and Supply, and that total is $2,336.20. And then Right Way also gave us a proposal, and the total for that is $2,616.20.
I'll make a motion, we go with Right Way. It's the middle one.
Okay.
Help with my ignorance here. So none of this stuff is transferable from the old truck to the new truck?
I'm no part of this. Bruce, you're up again, bud.
Is anything transferable from the old truck to the new truck?
What this says is the mount on putting the mount on the new truck. The new truck didn't
What
come
about the
with
light
mount.
kit?
I'm guessing that's the headlights.
Yeah, to switch back and forth the headlight kit. Switch back and forth from our headlights to the plow headlights. And just know, actually, Right Way would be the highest of the 3 if you take the 381 off of the.
Yeah, so if you take off the 381 from the Mid-State Truck proposal, it's $2,411.20.
That's in Fisher's.
Yeah, issues on Madison Road.
The way we do things, I'd rather be in Albany so we can take it back 2 times.
So the motion by Brent to proceed with the Right Way automotive repair proposal for a total of $2,616.20. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Cindy. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Disgruntled.
So is that?
That one don't get a work.
Hang on, yep. That was,
What is it you do to me?
okay.
Opposed. So, hold on. Where are you at on
You're
this?
still the majority.
All it works out. We'll go with Right Way.
Okay,
Okay, hang on. What's your vote?
I'll approve it.
Okay. So. All right. So a little wrench in there today. Got it.
Any old business, Dale?
No. We will have an expense for brackets for the town pole decorations at some point, because they didn't have enough and there's some broken. Travis, you remember what that figure was, but we can present it next month. Okay. I'll present it next month, because I didn't get home.
Are we gonna have to rent that thing again?
No, this is for the brackets.
They never rented it.
We didn't rent it.
Oh, okay. Why, I thought that was a done deal.
No.
Decided to add a $300 delivery fee on top
Yeah, so they doubled the price,
because we can't pull it.
so.
We're not paying that.
I understand.
So what is, I know this, not really part of this right now, but what is the plan now?
I talked to Blaine this morning, he's gonna use his skid steer and Schroeder's cage and hopefully start putting them up Saturday.
Okay. Be a nice day to do it.
And you have the metal wrapping?
Yeah, that was my contribution.
Okay.
Bruce, any old business?
We got that taken care of out there on the parking lot.
Yeah, looks good.
wheelchair come right straight on through.
Perfect.
Wheelchair come right straight on. If you're, well, that'll come under new. Are you still wanting to, well, I'll wait till noon.
Cindy, any old business?
No.
Brent?
Nope.
All right. New business. I just wanted to touch on a couple things. I met with Okra last week, and I'm going to get in touch with them again. I think also, I met with Okra last week, and they're meeting with Okra again next week. Meeting with our Central Indiana rep to try to understand, how do we get started with the Main Street program through Okra? I think that would be beneficial for the town, so we want to understand that process before we pursue that further. So I'm meeting with her to learn more about that. And then also next week, Danielle and I are meeting with Baker Tilly to try to understand our options to raise funds for the town.
Cool. Good deal.
And we did, I don't know for when the timing was, but we did have one meeting already with one portion of Baker Tilly. That, she had some helpful information, but I think more of the economic side of it, we are gonna be meeting with a different person, so we're kinda halfway there.
Yeah, and basically, what she discussed was, we're pretty much maxed out on our current revenue sources. So we need to look at other options. So any new business, Dale? Bruce?
Are you wanting to stripe, Old Jackson?
Well, we'll throw that into a motion. How much is it?
1,600.
1,600.
That's what stop bars do.
1,600 stripe all the way down. It's just the old part where Dollar General is.
You'd go from 32 all the way around to Jackson.
Right, but it's just that little road there. Okay.
I'll second that.
So,
Who made the actual motion? Are we considering that?
you making a motion for that?
No, yeah, I'll
All
make
right,
it.
Bruce made a motion to pursue with painting the road, for 1,600.
Striping the road, right?
Striping the road, yeah, not painting the road.
I was concerned.
And he did take care of that place down there by the school on East Street. So that's patched. And then, we do have a locate. It's a nice hole down there on down there by past Children's house. And I looked at it, it's a locator plate.
Oh,
They don't like for you to cover them up, but it's gonna cause a kaplunk. So I told them, you need to come back out, if you get some extra mix, and go around it. As long as they got a little bit of metal right there, they'll be fine.
Okay. So going back to the, striping though, so we have motion by Bruce, second by Brent. All those in favor? Any opposed? Alright, motion carried.
I'll get us on the list.
Thank
you're
you, sir.
gonna have American Asphalt come back out, Bruce, is that what you said?
Yeah, I told him if he's got some extra asphalt, or he's gonna be out in this area, just come by.
If it don't work, just let me know. We got, they're dirt patching and stuff out about now, so. Getting ready to get.
Yeah, I got out and looked at it, and I said, when was there a hole there? And I got out and there was a plate.
Surveyor
It's,
pin?
yeah.
Okay.
Any other new business?
No.
Okay. Cindy, new business?
No.
Brent?
No.
Okay.
Probably better wait till after the first year for any new business.
So Danielle, have a couple things for you on here. Do you know where we're at with the ADA RFP?
We sent the information to the winning company. Then we gave them the information for Cheyenne. She was the contact person, so the two of them together to get started.
Got it. Okay, so we need to follow up with Cheyenne.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, next thing on here is the building lease agreement. Was that finalized?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. And you
I have
signed?
it in my
Oh,
hands.
I was like, oh
Okay.
man, don't tell me that
No, I have
someone
it.
didn't get it. Okay.
Oh,
For the Molly's, yeah.
I was slow, I wasn't getting there.
Sorry, should have been more descriptive.
That's all right.
And then the last thing I had on here was the,
Are you taking any action on the,
Yes. It'll probably be December 1st.
okay. No other notes for that on the lease? Just so, okay, just making sure.
we already approved that, I think, so, didn't we? In the meeting? Didn't we approve that? Or- Oh, okay. Do we need to make a motion on that?
Well, I don't know. I don't know if you did or not, because the,
You spoke about it, so I don't know what you get to.
well, and I,
Because the first lease was incorrect, or.
right, and
had
so
a
I guess I
typo.
was thinking,
Yeah, there was something,
you
yeah.
didn't approve the final.
Oh,
I
okay.
could be wrong, but I suppose it doesn't hurt to someone make a motion to approve the final draft that was sent, just for clarity.
So
Okay.
moved.
Okay.
Yeah, just please, make that wording however it needs to be.
How's your heat over there?
Haven't been over there, haven't taken possession.
Did you get the gas turned back on?
It's set on 68, isn't it, Travis?
65, 68, something like that.
So a motion by Brent,
Second.
second by Cindy. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? And then one abstention.
That's what he meant to say. Got it.
I got it correct last time I said something.
The last thing I had was the assumption of the Albany, Washington Street, property. Do you know where that's at?
So, from what we have found, it looks like the question was whether something was done with the auditor's office when before the commissioners turned it over to us. So I am trying to track down the paperwork that was requested. I think I know maybe why the judge was requesting what he was requesting, so, but I didn't work on that side of it. So I am trying to track down some information from the auditor's office. So we don't have it in possession yet, but we're working on it.
Okay.
But hang on just a second. Was that 115 South Albany?
That sounds right.
I can't talk and drive at the same
115.
time.
Do you have anything else for the board?
Yes. So just as an update on the church parking lot, service was perfected. We checked the docket. We have uploaded the decree, so hopefully the judge will be signing that anytime. It's not been signed yet, but everything looks like it's on track as far as docket-wise goes, so I just want to give you that update. Also, the audit is going on, and I wanted to make sure everyone saw, if you got an email from the field technician on the State Board of Accounts audit, to make sure that you're responding to that. That is a legitimate email. I also got my attorney portion of that. I have my part done, except for one financial aspect that they ask us to go back in time that we have to go pull our books for.
Okay.
Heather was getting that, so I should have mine sent out tomorrow. I kind of went over the vacation process, but I'll give you guys this before you leave, a little outline on vacating alleys, bridges, whatever, in the future you'd want to bridge, or want to vacate, it's the same process. We did the appropriations. Next month, I did hand Jensen, but I will email everyone the minutes from the public hearing that we had on the 3rd. So those will be ready for approval at the next meeting. And I think that those are the highlights.
get a police officer in my driveway Tuesdays between 4 and 5:30.
I'll see you, well, you, me or David.
Between what time?
Between 4 and 5:30 on Tuesdays.
Traffic, speeder,
I would appreciate it.
okay.
Just anybody doing over 50 would be greatly appreciated.
Hey,
Thank you.
Bart,
Thanks.
I just wanna ask, I've had some of the neighbors around there on Muncie Street, where old Mr. Reed used to live. Well, let the grab, but you know what, there's nobody ever around. There was a guy that lived there. So they didn't know if there's been a welfare check on that house or anybody in there or not. So, I mean, I didn't know, so I just passed it, I'm just gonna pass it along to you guys.
Send me the address.
I don't know.
98. No, I don't know.
Drug, yeah,
I don't know.
It's right next to the house that.
yeah, William, Tommy Williamson used to live.
It's on the west side.
It's Clyde Reed's old house where that lady that used to call you down there a year or so ago down there, she called you about 5 times a week, 2 years ago, that one.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you. Hey, thanks for, on that, opening that up.
No problem.
We didn't talk about that either.
So, next on the list is Joel. Joel, do you have anything?
No, not really. No new permits or anything like that. Most of my work has been just getting ready for the upcoming BZA meeting that we're having. And then a bunch of phone calls with CSX when we had this closed. So I think the last person I talked to, I think I talked to Bruce about this, he says, we're not paying any, this is from CSX, not that other lady that's.
Andrea,
Andrea, I think it's Andrea. Not her, but someone from
That's her
CSX, and he
favorite.
said, basically, we don't have to pay, and he cited the Interstate Commerce Act on reasons why. So I guess probably in the future, we need to decide how we're gonna pursue with that. I think Bruce, nobody wants to talk to me, but Bruce got people to return his calls, I think. I think he talked to Yorktown, and they said they don't charge.
yeah, them and Muncie both told me
Muncie
they
don't
did.
charge. I tried to call Muncie. I called 3 different people and took my information. Nobody called me back. But he did get a hold of somebody in Muncie, so they don't charge there and they don't charge in Yorktown apparently. So I guess that's just something we need to think about in the future on how we want to pursue this, or if we want to make some official contacts with CSX and get down to the nuts and bolts of all this and how it's supposed to work.
Yeah.
How much money you want to spend on lawyer fees? Right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah. Maybe it's not even worth it, so we'll have to look into that.
I do have a question. Does Selma have anything to keep, like, say anybody from buying up a bunch of properties that you know of, like an ordinance or something to keep, like I say, a company come in and buy a bunch of properties?
We're working on that. That's part of that ordinance that we're gonna review.
But as of right now, no.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll,
I've been contacted 5 times this week on all my properties.
okay.
People wanting to buy my properties.
We'll talk about it next week in that executive session. Yeah.
Okay. I just didn't know, and I didn't know if there was anything.
Not currently. Yeah.
Tommy Williamson's house. They said they came in there and one of the neighbors, they said they confiscated that. One of those semi-trailers, you know, you store stuff in. And, it's gone. But has he renewed any more on the permits? 'Cause I know he's still got some digging that he's done back there. He don't have it protected. And they got kids next door and somebody get, of course that's on him, but, one,
Let's see, that would be,
I can watch
it's right next door to the house we was just talking
yeah,
about.
well, house we was just talking about, the one where he's been working on the foundation around the house.
Oh, okay.
That one right there. I can't remember who that guy's name
Last
is.
name's Power, I think. Last name's Power. But he hasn't been, he closed up one side all July maybe, that he had, I haven't seen him back there.
I think it would help if he just throws some snow fence over where he's got it dug out. I know the lady that Bruce is talking about, she expressed some concern. But just something to keep the kids off of it. The two boys, is who I'm guessing she's talking about. Her sons, they're letting them run around the ball diamonds and stuff now. They're getting, they're 10, 11, they're,
I got his number, so I'll give him a call and tell him to close it up or put
throw something on there.
some fence around it or something.
Yeah. I'd be guess. Is that kind of the way you took her?
Yeah,
Me too.
Okay, I'll get on that.
well, he should have renewed that, permit. Cause I think we said it expired. But he was making some progress. Now he's went,
I'll tell him that too. I'll tell him, get it closed in, get a fence around it, and when you start working again, we need to go permits again on that.
Okay.
See if that'll speed him up a little bit to get it safe, for sure.
thank you, Joel.
All right, thanks.
Thank you. Travis, Cody.
I called IMI, the Jersey barriers, the concrete blocks that we're gonna make that wall out of, they're $75 a block.
How many do we need?
More than a dozen.
Yeah, I was gonna say like
Oh, wow.
20, I think is what it was. what we
Yeah, it
figured.
takes a lot
was
more
like
than you think
20
it
or
does.
22 to
Huh.
do it. I think I figured it up, it was just, I think it was like $1,500, but don't hold me to that.
Okay.
I did get
But
the
that's
quantity.
pretty reasonable for what you're doing. You keep the salt in there. I mean, that's not bad.
Okay.
And especially if Shoyer's still gonna let you place them with his machinery. So you're looking at basically under $2,000 to build your wall up around it.
All right. And then,
It's just late in the season getting there.
yeah. So right now, we can't store any salt there. We need those walls.
I mean, you can store salt there, it's just,
Just it'll wash away.
you're gonna have to,
potentially.
yeah.
It'll get hard.
It'll get hard.
It gets hard. Like 2 inches down, it'll get hard,
Yeah, just like the,
And I think you're moving it with the tractor, aren't you?
Yeah, the tractor.
A lawn tractor. Yeah, see, that wouldn't be fun for nobody at this point.
Okay. So how do we want to proceed with this? Do we want to table it, or do we want to make a motion to proceed?
Cause I can't remember what it costs us to get it at the county. I mean, even if we get it from there
Oh, I
this
don't know.
year,
probably
get
gonna
the
have to
barriers in this spring and get it for next year.
get the money.
Do we
I
want
mean,
a motion, or do we
I don't know.
motion to table or motion to proceed?
In my opinion, I think you ought to let it ride this.
Yeah, probably till next month.
But that's just my opinion.
Sure. I mean, yeah, so motion by Brent to proceed with tabling. Do we have a second on that one?
No second.
Second by Bruce. All those in favor? Motion carried.
That's all I got. Unless you guys have anything.
You got it? Well, go ahead.
Travis, could you touch on that salt spreader too?
Yeah.
Okay, or Cody, you want, either one of you.
I mean, we ought to start looking at getting a new one. You know, it's, what did we figure it was?
It's not
It's as
dire,
old as
it's not
the-
in dire shape yet. Last year we dropped about $1,200 on it.
The year
This
before,
year we're
we
about
put 700 or
250.
800 in it.
It's 13 years old. I mean, it's really served its purpose, but here, the only problem you're gonna run into is if the
Okay, why don't you go get 2 gallons of WD-40
There's, you
and
can
2 of
go
them
out
little
there,
sprayers?
we've done
Yeah,
it
it's
every
soap
month.
and oil and everything.
We've ran that thing 4 or 5 times this summer, just keep checking it, and then,
It's, yeah, it heats it up.
I don't, how many times did we spray it out this summer? About every time we oiled it, we sprayed it out to clean it. It's a 13-year-old machine that's had road salt ran through it its whole life.
We got augers that were 30 years old at the county.
They're also hydraulic, not stuff like this too.
Yeah,
So
we're not,
I mean,
Hydraulic.
yeah, we're not arguing, it just,
No, I'm just saying, it's,
okay,
it's something to look at next year, if not.
alright.
Lawsuit, something happens, we don't have salt now. Costs a whole lot more than $10,000 spreader.
Okay. Any update from the Ball Diamonds? Do we have anything?
You ain't heard from him?
Nope.
Would you like me to call him? We need to see if it's winterized.
Yeah. I got
Yeah.
nothing from her.
Okay, alright. I didn't know. Alright. That's all I've got. You have anything else they wanna bring up?
Danielle, what's your suggestion on that railroad stuff? I mean, just,
Well, I think there's 2 different issues. I don't disagree that, I don't think we can make them pay. I think what we can do and where we can send the letter that we talked about a couple of weeks ago or last week or whenever that was, is more in line with the notification process and their failure to work with the town. So that's probably where I would dig my heels in the sand a little bit more is, they're affecting public safety, they're affecting public transportation with the schools. And I think that's more of where the bigger issue comes in, not the minor permit that you're gonna
Yeah,
get.
public safety is the, yeah.
So,
well,
I mean, I still think sending a quick letter to some important people to let them know that the communication line has completely deteriorated with this lady in our town is important.
Mm-hmm. Do you have a contact that you could share?
So what I was saying I did with, the last railroad, which was not this company, but the last railroad company is, I get on their business entity and I send to every executive.
Okay.
And they all get the same letter.
Okay. Gotcha.
I've got a question for Danielle. Now the county, the Dollar General going in there just south of 400 South on 67, how did they get that, entrance in onto 67 from the state? They got one on 67, they got one on 300.
I didn't deal with that.
The issue with our entrance is they're saying it's too close to 700. I haven't seen that one, I don't know, but they're saying that there's not enough, they're here on 32, they're saying that there's not enough room to allow a turn lane to be safe at the speeds that it's currently set at. That, and we did pursue that.
I understand that.
Yeah.
And that's argumentative.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm just trying to.
Yeah, I mean, I shouldn't have said argumentative, justified, I guess. That would have created some issues. I was just wanting to know how they got that one going so fast, and then they got an entrance on both sides, and that's 67, and supposedly 400 South and 67 is the most dangerous intersection in Delaware County.
yeah.
So this is less than a quarter mile from that intersection. How,
I haven't dealt with that side of it. I'm not sure if the highway department has some information that they've been sent or if the plan commission is dealing
the
with it.
Delaware County Highway, the only thing they've been sent is they're talking about putting a roundabout in there in 2027, 400 South and 67.
I'm not sure. John may know. I have not dealt with that project.
I didn't know he was back.
Did
Okay.
he even really leave?
Okay.
Doesn't feel like it.
I assumed you was still lead counsel.
Do you want me to see if he, I mean, I can ask him if he
No,
knows
it was
anything
just,
about
it's
that.
personally, I was angry because you stopped us from getting a gas station,
So he
basically.
dealt with that project when it went up to the Court of Appeals, and I think even they petitioned to go to the Supreme Court when they tried to stop the Dollar General.
I said I didn't know all that. I just,
It's been
Callan's
years in
chief,
the process.
fire chief was telling me about it today. Because, it's across the line. Cowan wasn't notified that that was gonna be a Dollar General because it's on the other side of the road. It's on Delville's fire territory thing. And so they're not working together over there real well. And so he was the one asking me because he knew something about us, our Dollar General.
Interesting.
The process has been going on for years because it's,
So I had no idea.
so I don't know. I'll pick Sean's brain, let you know if I find anything out.
Okay. That's all I had. It was just a question about that.
Yeah,
And
good question. But, anything else come for the board before we adjourn? Alright, do you have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Cindy, second by Brent, all those in favor?
Oh, hang